Hello everyone. So in the last video we built out the invoicing page, which was this one all the way to the bottom. It looks really nice. And so in this video we're going to begin with the freelancers page. So the freelancers page is this one right here. And so what I'm going to do therefore is this. I'm going to close all of this down, and then inside my source folder and inside the pages folder I have a freelancers.js. So this is going to be the parent for everything. So the first thing that I'm going to do is inside the pages folder, I'm going to create a new folder that is called freelancers. Freelancers has an R. And then inside here, we're going to create a hero.js file. And then inside here, we're going to say RFC. Just save that. And then inside the freelancers parent, we're going to return a fragment. And then we're going to render the hero from the freelancers hero. So make sure the import is correct. So when I save this, and I navigate into /freelancers. Let me just confirm that that is the correct link. So /freelancers. Let's go ahead and navigate here. Freelancers. Oops, that's the wrong page. So freelancers, then we see hero right there. So we can begin to style this out. And the way we're going to do it is inside our hero, we're going to return a fragment. And then we're going to return a section with the class of pay dash what's it called, pay online dash hero. And then I'm going to add a custom class called freelancers dash hero. And then inside here we're going to have a div with a class of overlay, and then this div with a class of overlay is going to have what's it called, an h1 that says this. So h1 that says this, copy and paste. And then below this we're going to have a paragraph that says this, copy and paste. And then below this, we're going to have a button, that class of btn blue, which is a custom class we created, that says sign up now. And then when I save this, then we should have something on the screen, and this appears. So we want to change this background image first of all. And then first of all, what we can do is we can make this to be a flexbox, and then item center, and then justify center. And then we can give it a max width of 6XL and MX auto, and it's going to come to the perfect center here. And we need to make it a flexbox, so flex dash column. And you know what, even instead of making a flexbox, what we can do is we can grab this and place it inside an article, so that now the article is going to be the only item here, so that we no longer need to have in a flexbox, flex column, sorry. And then once we have that, then let's style out this h1. Let me go inside this article, actually give this a class name of text white, and then text dash 4XL, and then for last screens text 5XL, margin bottom of 8, then for large screens text dash, actually not, let me not add 6XL because I think this is already too big. And then for the h1, let's give it a class name of margin bottom of 8. I added this margin bottom on the wrong place. Wait a minute, I added all of this on the wrong place. Cut this out and paste it here. Let me see, let's see, we need this to be italic, so Tailwind has a class called italic to make it italic, obviously, so that this happens, right? And then we need it to be font bold, so font bold, save it, and it should be bold. Okay, and then let's go inside this class, this article, give it a max width of 6XL, should limit it just a bit. I mean, it doesn't even show. Let me see what happens if I say max width large. Is it here or here? I don't want that. So let me go ahead and say let me give it a width of 2/3, width dash 2/3. What happens? I don't want that. Let me just leave it for a moment. Let me just leave it for a moment. And then I can go inside this paragraph, give this a class name of, is it, let me say text white, and then let me say margin bottom of 8 to push away from the button. And then for large screens, I'm going to say text dash large, and then I'm going to limit the width to about, let me say width dash 1/2, half. Okay, so that this is not going to be here. Okay, nice. And then let's go ahead and use this class, so freelancers hero, to change the background image. So inside the index CSS, let's go right below this. So freelancers hero dot freelancers hero. We want the background come from url /images /freelancers / and it is called hero banner freelancers. I hope that is the correct one. Set the background repeat to no repeat, and then set it to the center and cover, and then save it, and it should change the image. There we go. Nice. And that is the first section already complete. And then now we can go ahead and say why freelancers. So let's go ahead and create a second component here, and let's just call it y, capital W, y.js. Then let's say RFC. Oops. And then once you have that, then let's go ahead and render our component called y inside here. Remember to import it on the top. And then when you save it, then we should see y here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in this h2, and then these are going to be articles. So inside here, the structure is going to be as follows. We're going to return a section. Oops. We're going to return a section with a class of padding y of 10. Then for large screens, we're going to say padding y of 20. And then padding on the x of 8 to limit, to push everything inwards. And then max width -6xl and mx auto to limit everything. And then inside here, we're going to have an h2 that says this. And then below this h2, we're going to have a div. And then this div is going to have 4 articles. So 4 articles. And then below this div, we're going to have a button with a class of btn blue that says, let me say, sign up now. So sign up now. And then let's grab this, place it inside the div so that I can go inside this div and give this div a class name of text center, and that should center it hopefully. Let's save it. Let's see where the button goes. Okay, nice. So let's tell out this h2, give this a class name of text slate 800, and then text -4xl, and then for large screens text 5xl, and then font light, margin bottom of 10, and then for large screens margin bottom of 16. And then let's also say text center, and that should do it. So now this comes here. Nice. Okay, and then let's add in one article first of all, and then we can copy paste for the rest. So inside here, we're going to have an image, and then the image, the source for this is going to be, let me check our images. So freelancers, images, freelancers, and it should be called icon1. This, let me rename this to icon3 so that it doesn't confuse me. So we're going to have icon1, and let me just copy this. Let me just copy it here, and here. Change this to icon2, change this to 3, change this to 4. Below this, we're going to have an h3 that says this: get paid by international customers. Come on. And then below this, we're going to have a paragraph that says this. Copy and paste. And then let's go ahead and do the rest of the articles just because I've already started it. Just make sure the structure is correct. Below this, we're going to have an h3, and the h3 says this: copy and paste. And then we're going to have this text, copy and paste it inside the paragraph. Below this, an h3, and then a paragraph, and then here an h3, and then a paragraph. So let's grab this, copy, and then copy this and paste it, and then copy this and wait a minute, that is the wrong one. So let's grab this, move it upwards using Alt. So just hold down the Alt key and then use the up arrow to push it upwards, and then we can do this here. So peace of mind, and then change this, copy and paste it here. Just remember now to change this to icon3 and then this one to icon4. And then let's import the images. So import icon1 from // images /freelancers /icon1.png, and then copy down, copy, change this to 2, 3, 4, change this to 2, 3, and 4. And then when I save this, then we should see the articles appear, et voila. So we have that. The first thing that I want to do is I want to center the images, so give the images a class name of block and mx auto, and then let me say margin bottom of 6 to push away from the text, and then copy this here and here and here, and then give this h3 class name of text dash large margin bottom of 4, and then text slate dash 800, and then copy this on this h3 and on this one, which one, this one, and then on this one, and then let's go, let's go inside this div, give this a class name of grid and grid columns 1 with a gap of 8, and then for MD screens let's say grid columns 2, and then for large screens let's say grid columns 4. Save it and it should appear right there. There we go. And then let's go inside, still inside this div, let's say margin bottom of 10 to push away from this bottom, and there we go. Would you look at that? We have this section complete. Oh, this section has a background color. Oh, I hadn't noticed it. So here, let me do this. Oh no, that means I'd have to restructure, because I wanted to give this a BG of slate 100, but if you look keenly, you'll notice that it won't go to the end. And the reason why the background color doesn't go to the end is because we have a max width here. So how to solve that is we're going to grab everything inside this section. So grab it all the way to the bottom here, cut it out, place it inside a div, and then give this div a class name of max width dash 6xl and mx auto, and then you can paste everything inside, and then just remember to remove these classes from here, from the top parent, and that is going to fix it. It is now going to go to the end. There we go. That is much better. Just make sure that it doesn't ruin any of your styling. As you can see, it doesn't. Fantastic. That's looking okay. I think the h3 is just a bit bigger, so let's make it a bit bigger by changing it into XL. How big is that? Yeah, let's work with XL, and then here XL, and then here, and then here. Let's have it as that, and yeah, looking nice. And then next we're going to reuse this component. Remember, we built it out in the first video. So inside should be inside what? Inside components, and what is it called? Section 3, section 4. Oh, it's called section 3. So let's make sure to import the correct one. So freelancers, below this we're going to import section 3, and section 3 is going to come from, let's say, import section 3 from dot slash, no, dot slash, and then wait, what? Dot slash pages. Wait, am I in the correct folder? No, dot slash components. Components is the folder. Components, and then homepage, and then section 3, this one. So that is the correct one. So that when you save this, then it is going to appear here, so that you don't have to redo this. Remember, it was quite a bit hectic to do this section. And then once you have that, then you can build out this part that says looking for your next job. So let's create a, where is it? Let's create a new component here called looking.js, and then let's say RFC, and then let's remember to import it here. So looking, and then we should see just looking here, and then we can begin to style it out. Let me see, it has a background color, so let me add in that first. So let's return a section with a class of bg slate 100, the class of padding y of 10, and then for large screens padding y of 20, and then padding x of 8, and then inside here we're going to have a div with a class of max width dash 6xl and an mx of auto to limit everything, and then inside here we're going to have an h2 that says this, and then below this h2 we're going to have a paragraph that says this, and then below this paragraph we're going to have, let me see, we're going to have another div which is going to have 6 images. So let me see, how do we want to do this? I'm going to say ul with 6 list items, and each of these are going to be images. So the first one is going to be freelancer. The second one is going to be Upwork. The third one is going to be Fiverr. The next one is going to be 99 Designs. Oops, I can't do that. I can't say designs. Designs. The next one is going to be iFreelance, so iFreelance. And then finally, the last one is going to be Guru. So let's import these images. The images are going to be in the freelance whatever. They're going to be inside the freelance folder. Sorry about that. So let me say import freelancer from // images / freelancers / free what sorry logo underscore freelancer.png, and then copy this down 5 more times. Change this into what is the second one? Upwork. Wait, what am I doing? This should be Upwork, and then this should be logo underscore Upwork. Okay, and then next is Fiverr, so Fiverr, and then next is 99 Designs, so I call it designs, and then iFreelance, and then next is Guru. Then change this to logo underscore Guru. Change this into logo underscore iFreelance. Change this into logo underscore, what is it called? 99 Designs. Wow, what have I done? This, I renamed this by accident. So this is logo underscore freelancer. Okay, and then this one should be logo underscore Fiverr. That should be it. And then let's save it. Let's see what happens on the screen. There we go. So we have all of this. Let's style it out. Then set this h2, give this a class name of text slate 800, font light, margin bottom of 8, large screens, margin bottom 16, and then text dash 4xl, and then for large screens, text dash 5xl, and then insert this one, give this a class name of, let's say for large screens, oops, what am I doing? For large screens, text dash large, then margin bottom of 10, and then border dash bottom, and then border slate dash 600 to add in this very slight border that we have here, this one. Oh, wait a minute, this is a dotted border. I am leaning in to take a closer look. It is a dotted border. It is dotted. So let me change this into border dotted. Is the class, is it? Yeah, border dotted. And then let's change this to 200. How light is that? Barely visible. Let's say 300. Wait a minute. Border dotted doesn't work with this, does it? Does it? What? Dotted. What's the class for a dotted border? Border dotted. Oh, you know what? I need to have the border still. I need to have border and then border dotted. And then border dash B. And then let's say border dotted dash 2. I think that's the class. And then let's change the border style, the border color. So let's say border dash slate dash 400 to make it just a bit dark. Okay, that's too much. Let's say 300. I don't know. This barely even looks dotted. I don't even think it's dotted, is it? I think it's because of dash 2. That is dotted. Now that is dotted. There we go. And then in order for the dotted border to push out from the paragraph, we need to add a padding instead of a margin. So let's add a padding bottom of 4 to push out from this. There we go. And then let's go ahead and say for the paragraph text center, and then for the h2 as well, text center. Okay, This margin bottom of 16 is a bit too much, so let me remove this one. We don't need it. Okay, let's see. Looking nice. And then what we're going to do is this. We're going to go inside this UL, give this a class name of grid, and grid columns -2 for mobile screens with a gap of 8. And then for medium screens, we're going to say grid columns -3. I think that's it. But now they're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. Do I want this? Where is it? Do I want this, or do I want them to be 1 by 1? Let me say 1. Let me say it looks. And then inside this image, give this a class name of block and mx auto, which should center it. And then let's do the same for all the other images. So copy here, here, and here, and here, and here, paste it in to center them all. I mean, do I want I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to begin with one grid column, and then for small screens, which is about 640 pixels, I'm going to say grid columns 2. So right around here should be grid columns 2 here. Yes, and then for medium screens, so tablets, grid columns 3. Yeah, I think that is much better. I think that is much better. Looking nice. So this is our grid. Let me increase the grid gap a bit. Let me say the grid gap should be 16. Nope, let's say 8. And then for medium screens, let's say gap 16. And then once we have this, then the next section is ready to get started. And is that the end, really? I thought this page was much bigger. So ready to get started. This is a green section. Let's grab this color, copy, and then we're going to say create a new file here called get started.js. Let's say rfc, and then inside here we're going to render a section with a class name of padding y of 10, and then for large screens padding y of 20, and then padding on the x of 8 for everything, and then text center for everything. And then inside here we're going to give it a style and give it a background color of this. Paste it in, and let me see, we're going to have an h2 that says ready to get started, and then below this a button that says sign up now, and then save it, and then let's render it here that says get started. Save it, and we should see something on the screen. And we have this. Let's style it out. So inside here, actually, can I copy the h2 classes here? Let me just copy this one and then paste it here, and then change this to text white. And then I can remove this text center from here because it is already on the parent, so I can remove it from here. And then let me go inside this button, give this a class name of border, and border dash white, and rounded dash full padding, padding y of 2, padding x of 6, and then text dash white, and what else? Save it. Let me see. Let me see padding x of 16. Let's have that. Let me see. The border is thicker and the button is wider. So the border here, let's say border dash 2, make it thicker. And then let's say the text should be large, and then for large screens the text should be XL, make it bigger. Yeah, let's work with that. That looks okay. So ready to get started. And then we have the footer on the bottom. All we need to do is just add a margin bottom of this section so that it pushes away from the footer. So right here, let's say margin bottom of 20 to push away from the footer. And would you look at that? That is this page complete, looking nice. So that is the freelancers page complete. And in the next video, we're going to begin with the partners and developers, I think, right? Yeah, I mean, this page we can easily do this page in less than 20 minutes. So we're going to begin this page in the next video. So see you in the next video.